Hello, my friends. Another Thursday here in San Diego, and today I have Jeremy Combs, my title rep. So, Jeremy, tell me more about you and tell me more about your company.
Wow. So I am 39 years old. I'll be 40 in September. I'm a native San Diegan. I'm married. I have a 4-month-old baby, Nadia Rose, and then I have an 8-year-old son, Dylan. And my company is WFG National Title. We're a smaller company here in San Diego, but we're actually the 6th largest company in the nation. And our CEO is a guy by the name of Steve Azzoni, who's actually Tom Ferry's mentor. And you can watch interviews of Tom mentioning him. And one of our founders is Patrick Stone, who's one of the original founders of Fidelity. So we're debt-free, ran by great leadership, and we're actually the fastest growing title company in the nation.
Oh, that's too much information for me. That's awesome. So I will need to ask that question again, so I will remember. And tell me more about how is everything going right now in your company, with the COVID-19? Are you still closing as normal? Are you having more business now? How's everything when it's recording? Any new issues on titles? Tell me what's going on.
Well, actually, WFG San Diego just had our record-breaking month, the most revenue we've ever done. So COVID hasn't stopped us. There's still things we do. The essential staff stays and the public can't go to the office. And then a lot of people, we've adjusted and people are working remotely. And you've seen things, the real estate industry is finally catching up. I felt it was antiquated. Zoom meetings had become norm. Well, in the coaching world, Zoom has been used for years. And so it's kind of cool to see real estate catch up with other industries and use technology like this. And so WFG was ahead of the curve. We kept going. It was just a couple policy shifts, and other than that, it's business as normal.
Oh, that sounds good. So it was breaking month.
Record breaking. We closed the most revenue we had ever closed, and we're growing. Our market share is just skyrocketing right now.
Wow. That's so interesting because I heard that from another loan officer. So it's just good news, for everybody. Everybody thinks that everything got frozen, but actually not. It's in the higher levels right now. So, yeah. Okay. I know you because, I know the part of you that you are so big on mindset. You do a lot of exercises, you have a podcast, and you have been involved in many things. And I think you also coach, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we need your help. Just got I usually very positive, you know me, always looking for the fun and always trying to be at best level. But I have my breakdown in this quarantine on Tuesday. And the only thing is because, we're human beings and it's normal to have one once in a while. So, but tell me, what do we need to be aware? What can we do? Just tell me some ideas, some tips that everybody can use.
Well, first of all, a breakdown's a breakdown. We all have them, right? You're right, we're human beings. And the thing about it though, Monica, is that we attach meaning to things that usually don't mean anything. Humans are story-making machines. So we come up with these ideas in our head and then we attach it to a meaning, and this meant this and this meant that. And the truth is we can't actually prove that. And so the quarantine has caused a lot of fear, right? There's a lot of fear going on. You don't know who to believe, what to believe, how to believe it. And so the key that I find that helps me is that I meditate every morning. So the first thing I do when I wake up is I head downstairs, and I'm up before my whole family, and I'm very intentional with that. And I meditate. And my morning routine is set in the way so I'm by myself and I have my alone time by myself, because as a mom, you deal with your kids all day, and as a wife, you have your husband. But we're also in real estate where it's a people-driven industry. So we're talking to people all day long. But when do you have time for yourself?
I think that's why it was my breakdown, because I haven't been able to have some time for myself. All for the kids.
Yeah, it's just the old adage of buckets, right? So for example, the best way to explain this is my relationship with my wife, right? I have my bucket, she has her bucket, and then we have our bucket. And the buckets flow into each other. Now, if my bucket's on empty, how in the heck am I going to give my water into our relationship bucket. And you could use that analogy for all different parts of your life. If your bucket's empty, what do you got? You got a bucket full of nothing.
Yes. Yes, that's totally true. And that's sometimes the feelings that we are unaware, like if we are allowing that bucket to go empty. Because when it gets empty, I do believe is when the breakdown is showing up.
Oh, 100%. And everyone's like that. There's no one watching this that's like, oh, that never happens to me. They're lying, right? Like, it's just, how do you recognize that, right? And what are your systems in place? Is it journaling? Is it listening to music? Exercise? I know you're big on exercise. I love exercise. Like, that is mandatory for me.
Yeah, something that I do not have during this quarantine is the exercise. I mean, I still do it, but it's only like maybe 3 times a week, and it's just like 20 minutes when I used to go like 5-6 days a week for more than an hour. So I think I'm just feeling that I'm losing my muscles and not happy, but it's okay. Well, thank you so much, Jeremy, for that. And if you want to say something to someone, like let's say that someone is super down right now, and sometimes when you are super down, you cannot see the light, you cannot find it because you are just focusing on all the darkness going on around. What would be that thing that you think it will help someone to get a little bit of light around that darkness?
Now, first and foremost, just remember you are loved. You are loved. There are people that love you in this world. And if you doubt that, call your mom, call your best friends. And what I've found to pull me out of darkness is that to give compliments to people. So start giving compliments, because people naturally give compliments to other people of what they actually love about themselves, right? So you start giving compliments, and even more so is journaling. If you have we all hold things inside, right? There are things we don't tell people. And see, when I quit drinking, I had all these stories in my head and I had all these demons. I did lots and lots of bad things, and I was super ashamed. I was full of guilt, just riddled with guilt. What helped me was getting out a piece of paper, writing out how I felt, and just writing. It doesn't need that. You don't need to have proper punctuation or like make sense. You just write. And then if it was a super bad day and I was going through some really hard stuff like you're talking about, where just like, I don't feel like there's any hope, I would write that stuff out, and then I would pull out the piece of paper and I would go to the sink and I would burn it and just say, these are my feelings, I'm letting them go. Because that's all they are, feelings, right? And things that stories that we've told ourselves that aren't true. And so I would just circle back, I would write, get it out, and I would call my friends and family and I would talk to them. And you can even be vulnerable and say, hey, I'm going through a lot. What is it that you love about me? And watch what people say. Like, that is such a great exercise, and it takes a lot of courage. But when you start hearing the things that people love about you, and sometimes it's stuff that you forgot.
Okay, I love that one, because yes, every human being is looking for love. And the time that you feel or you see or you hear that love is when you feel empowered again, and you feel that you can do the things again. So I love that one because I know how powerful it is. And Jeremy, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for sharing those tips to us, because there are a lot of people right now inside homes that they need to hear a little bit of what we can do right now to just feel better and keep moving forward. This is going to be over soon. And little by little, step by step, we are going out.
Well, that too. And one of my mentors used to tell me, Jeremy, I love the sun. And I would ask him, what are you talking about? Why do you love the sun? He said, because it gets up every day. And so every day you have a chance. The sun gets up. No matter how bad your day was, you can go to sleep, dust yourself off. And if you're lucky enough to wake up the next day, you got a fighting chance again.
Yes. So we are grateful that we have another day today.
Yes, another day. We're alive.
Thank you, Jeremy. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for being with us. And
Bye,
see you later. Have a great Thursday.
Bye.